Hi Big Tractor Power fans, I'm up in the cab of my John Deere 8850 tractor and I'm working on spring tillage, and I wanted to bring you some live stream. Been out here filming, getting some drone footage, ground footage, and some GoPro footage. Now I'm just going to take you on a ride to see what the 8850 can do. So we'll crank it up and start rolling, and I'll look forward to seeing who joins in to ride along. Thanks for joining in, everybody. Just going to get it shifted into gear and we'll get going here. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Go. Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna just get it driving here for a few minutes and then I'll try to look at your questions. So I'm up in the cab of a 1982 John Deere 8850. It's got a 955 cubic inch John Deere V8 engine. Running about 5.5 miles per hour across the field. Pick up the camera here. So you got a 50-foot harrow out the back, just smoothing out the ground. Not really worried about the grass out there. That's actually volunteer wheat. Hi to Switzerland, low to Argentina. So we're just smoothing this out. It was deep ripped, 18 inches in the ground last fall, and then the anhydrous applicators just came across us. You can see the tracks from the wagons and the ridges. Rick Perry from Syracuse. This has the quad range transmission. You can see it right down here. So anyways, we're just smoothing out these ridges here. They're gonna start planting corn right behind this. So here's that dust flying. You can see the farm's grain bins there in the distance. We're right on the home farm today. Just going across here. Hello to Ontario, Canada. Just going across here with this 50-foot wide McFarlane harrow, just smoothing out these applicator tracks. I'm in third gear right now on C, and I'm running at I'm up at about 6. I'm going to slow it down just a little bit and drop it down about 5.5. Low to the United Kingdom. So here's one of the reasons we're trying to smooth it out the ground. You can see here it was a little wet when the applicator came across, and you got some ruts left from the wagon. Hi to everyone that's joining in. Hi to Spain. Hello to New York. So we're coming up here, hello to Poland and Wisconsin. We really appreciate everyone tuning in. I'm going to turn around. You want to make a pretty wide turn with this harrow. I don't want to bunch up the chains back there. So I just kind of make a wider turn with this. Little Ohio, North Carolina. So we're just making sure we're making our turn right. We're coming back here towards the farm. Hello to Washington State, South Africa. South Africa is starting to harvest corn, and we're starting to plant it here in Kentucky. Hi to Texas. Hello to California and Ireland. Really enjoy seeing all the people from around the world that like watching these tractors. Hello to Denmark. Hello to Poland. We got 2 viewers from Poland. Hello to the United Kingdom, Oklahoma. So just rolling across the field here with this John Deere 8850. My 4786 will also be getting out here to do some of this harrowing as well. But unfortunately there's only one of me, so I can't get them both out at the same time. But we'll have a video coming up on the International 4786 with a V8 as well. Hello to New Zealand. Oh, hello to Turkey. Hello to New York. I grew up in Rochester, New York, and grew up in Western Kentucky, and well, grew up in Western New York, and now I live in Western Kentucky, two great farming areas in the United States. Hey, Sullen Farms, I wish I could get you a plane ticket right now. I do need an extra driver, so it'd be really neat to get both the International 4786 and this 8850 running side by side. I want to do a comparison. Hi to Czech Republic. I want to, the Horse Omnis, we actually ran it right over there. You can see where there isn't any volunteer week coming up. We ran that back, I think it was on the weekend of like March 7th or 8th, right in there. And got a few passes done with it. Today we're doing pretty light tillage. Hello to Rod. Hello to Richard Farms. Hi to Quebec. Bonjour. So we're coming up, salute. So we're coming up here. This is the main farm where I film all the mat works, and I film a lot of their big John Deere tractors. So that's a 3 million bushel grain bin system you see there, and then there's the big equipment sheds where all their equipment is. They're pulling their 5 John Deere 1775 NT planners out today, and just going through all the computer stuff and the GPS, getting ready to go. As we get up closer, when I turn around, you might still see one of the 9420Rs in the planner. There's still one of the 5 in the shed there. So we're just going across the ground, smoothing it out. We got the 50-foot McFarlane harrow back there. And what this does, I'm coming across where there's a drainage spot, so I've already been through here. You can see it just smooths out the ground, just moves the dirt a little bit. Hello to California and Louisiana. Hello to Western Kansas. I do not work on this farm. They are very nice to allow me to bring my tractors out here and run them a little bit in the field. You know, some people like to take a boat out in the lake, and I like to have a tractor just take out and turn over some dirt. Hello to Orange County. Oh, everything's running good. I'm gonna turn around here and see if I can't drop it back a gear. It wasn't cooperating with me when I was starting the live stream. But I'm gonna make a big wide turn here with this harrow back here. Still wet in Western New York. I know that's where I grew up, and it always seems like winter wants to hang on as long as it can. So you can see we're making a big wide turn over the ground here. And we'll make that next pass. What is the temperature? It's pretty warm today. I'm going to say we're up in the 80s today. It's really nice and sunny and not a cloud in the sky. It might rain a lot this week, so I'm glad to get my tractor out here while I can. I have never run an 8640. I'd like to run another John. This is the first John Deere tractor I've actually run with the sound guard. I did get to drive this farm 7210R last year to practice with this harrow when I put it on my 4786. Hello to Ireland. So I'm gonna throttle back here and see if I can just drop it a gear here. Hopefully it'll cooperate with me while we're live. All right, we're gonna take it out of the third, and hopefully it'll cooperate and go back here. Things never want to go the way you want them to when you're live. I don't know why it's It's been in second all day. Anyone have any suggestions on why I'm not able to drop it back here to second? Please chime in. Let's see. Hello to everyone. I'm just trying to get this to drop back to second, and it's not doing what it's supposed to do. There it goes. All right. So now we'll start it out a little bit slower. Rev it up here a little bit. There we go. Yep. You can hear that V8 engine rev up. We're going to take it to about 5 miles per hour here. I've been running about 1,600 RPM with this. Let's see, we're up to 4. There we go, 5.2 will be good. All right, now we're in the better gear for this and just moving across the field. Yes, having a V8 tractor is, that's a big issue. If something happens to this engine, I can't just replace it with another V8 engine. So I own an International 4786 with an International V8 engine. I got that last year, and then I have just got this John Deere 8850 last fall from my local John Deere dealer, Hudson Equipment, and it's been running great. We had it out on a Horsch Omnis, a new tillage tool from Horsch, earlier this spring, and today I'm just enjoying a sunny day in the field with this 50-foot wide McFarlane harrow. Oh, we've got almost 300 people on the live stream. Appreciate you tuning in. What farm am I at? This is Garnet Farms. And I really appreciate them letting me use one of their harrows today and work some ground. Hey Jerry, as far as a waste of fuel, it may be, I just want to get my tractor out here and drive it. To me, as I said earlier, it's like taking a boat out to a lake. I just want to drive it around and turn over some dirt. This is a good job that needs to be done before they start planting corn this afternoon or tomorrow. Yeah, my dash has definitely gotten a little dusty today, and the whole interior is actually in really great shape. You can see it's been well taken care of. So we'll definitely give it a wash here once I get done putting some dust out here. Hello to Bedford, UK. How many acres is this? I think I'm in a 180-acre field today. I think that's what the field is around here, or I've heard them say. Oh, we got 301 people on here. Hello to Oklahoma. I think that's my third Oklahoma on here today. No dust in Ireland. I know it's a pretty rainy area in Ireland and England. Hello to Germany. Hello to Illinois. For those tuning in, I've got a 50-foot McFarlane harrow back here, just cruising across the field, kicking up some dust, smoothing out the seedbed ahead of corn planting. Hello to Hawaii, up in Ohio. Hello to Denmark. Hi to Illinois, Southern California. Yeah, 180 acres is definitely a good sized field. I'm going to be taking the International 4786 out in a 2,800 acre field doing the same job. So that'll be pretty cool. Should be a bunch of tractors out there running when we do that, and that'll be up on the channel. What year is this? This is a 1982 John Deere 8850. This 370 horsepower, 955 cubic inch V8. 1982 was the first year this tractor was built, and it was built through 1988 and then replaced by the John Deere 8960 with the Cummins engine. So you can kind of see the V8 bulge there on the hood. They made the John Deere 8450, 8650 with 6-cylinder engines, and then this one has the one and only V8 engine that John Deere ever made. So we're back here at the back of the field and going to turn around. I'm going to make pretty wide loops because I don't want to bunch those harrows up on each other. But the nice thing is I don't have to raise it up, it just follows along and smooth it out a little more. Load of North Carolina. Just making that turn. Load of the United Kingdom. We have a lot of people on from England. It's interesting when I look at where people watch Big Tractor Power around the world. The United States is number 1, England is number 2, Canada is number 3, India is number 4, and Brazil is number 5. So it's pretty amazing to see all the people in different places. I like seeing these big tractors. Load of Germantown, Tennessee. How many hours do you have to have on it to rebuild the engine? So far, it's got, I don't know if you can see, it's got 5,100 hours on it and still that original engine, and I'll just cross my fingers that everything works the way it's supposed to. Now, I'm not out here doing thousands of acres a year with this tractor. This field here today is probably the job it'll do this spring, and then I'll take it out and disc up hopefully some corn stalks in the fall with it. How do the International and the John Deere V8s compare? I think they're very similar. I mean, I'm going to do a comparison on this versus the International 4786. I own a 1981 International 4786 with an International V8 engine. There are things I like about the International. There are things I like about the Deere. Just as we're going along and I'm talking, what I like about the John Deere is right here, is this quad shift. Very nice and easy to use. Your hydraulic levers are right here to control your raise and lower your implement. This tractor has, I don't know if you can see, it's got a 3-point hitch and a PTO. So those are some nice features. I'm gonna say what I like about the International is the cab is bigger. It's just a nice big square cab. Over here I've got a door. I can get in and out if I need to get something on that side of the tractor. I got my door here. It's easier to climb up and down on the International. You kind of almost have to jump up on this one to get to that first step. It's very tight right here on the Deere. It does have a telescoping steering wheel, but you got to put it up to get in and out this door. What I don't like about the International compared to this tractor is you've got a 10-speed stick on the floor right down here on the International, and so that makes shifting, it's a 10-speed, makes shifting a little bit more difficult. This, at least with a quad range, I can bump it here and there if I need to up the speed, especially on the road. And on the International 4786, all my hydraulics are back here behind the seat right there, and that just, it makes it hard. They stick a little bit and you got to fight with it, where this Deere is really easy to use. So you got pluses and minuses for both tractors, but I'd put either one in the field and enjoy it. Hello to Ottawa, Canada, capital of the country. Hello, KR Nerf. Hello to Mexico. Thanks for watching. What was planted in this field last year? This was winter wheat, and it was harvested in June, and then they planted a second crop of soybeans in the field and harvested those in October, and then they ran John Deere 915V rippers about 18 inches deep to break up the compaction. So all this grass you see out here is actually just volunteer winter wheat coming back up. This tractor is 370 horsepower. It's a 1982 model. It was the biggest John Deere tractor you could buy between 1982 and 88. Yes, I am driving this tractor. And while I'm talking, I know everybody wants to see what I look like, so we'll switch the camera. So here I am driving this tractor myself. Usually I'm riding along, but today I'm actually behind the wheel driving. See that implement back there? $26.75. What is that? Are you talking about a tractor? How heavy is this tractor? I think it's around 25,000 pounds. I'd have to look in the brochure. You thought I was old? No, I'm 44. I'm not too old, hopefully. AC is very cold. My John Deere tractor, and I've got an International 4786. Both have great air conditioning. When I looked at this tractor, I was just really impressed. It was well cared for, and it's been running good so far. Low to Michigan on the Upper Peninsula. Oh, the Massey Ferguson 2675. Yeah, I want to film any of those tractors I can. 2805 would be top on my list. I am near Hopkinsville, Kentucky today. Hi, Massey 1105. Good to see you on here. Yeah, the Massey 2805 is pretty cool. That V8 engine. There is one in this area, and I need to track it down and get it filmed. They mainly use it just to work up ground for tobacco. All right, we're going to turn around. You can look out the back window here, bouncing over a stone. Got to make wide turns on this. Oh, keep on asking your questions. I'm sorry I missed a couple. I saw someone just asked a question about an Alice Chalmers. Make sure we're getting right back on the pass. No GPS on this tractor, so I've got to try to keep it as straight as I can with that harrow. Did it rain much this year? It has rained for the past month. I should have been probably doing this about March 10th to the 15th, and finally just getting out here today. So, well, hopefully you've enjoyed seeing me. I know everybody always wonders about who's behind the voice. That's me. I'm Jason Hasser. I'm going to flip it around so I can see your questions better. All right, there you go. You can see out the front again. One more look out the back. See a 3 million bushel grain bin system. When I came in the yard today, they're getting the corn planters out right in front of it, and I was thinking, all the seeds that go through those planters are going to fill 3 million bushels in those bins. Yes, I'm at Garnet Farms today. Oh, thanks, Joe. Appreciate you watching. Will you buy another four-wheel drive? Alice Chalmers 4W305 or a white 4270? Boy, those would both be great tractors. I have to say, I don't farm, so I don't really have a place to keep these tractors, and two big ones are probably more than enough. If I bought another tractor, I would probably go for an Alice Chalmers 8550. I like those big twin stacks and that Acoustic cab. Although I'm also a big Steiger fan, so if the right Steiger came up and I wasn't wearing out my welcome having a bunch of tractors, I'd probably go for a Steiger too. I will tell you that, these big four-wheel drives actually bring a lot less money than, say, like a John Deere 4440 or even, International 5288 or something like that. They're actually pretty reasonable. They're not as handy as a row crop tractor, but I definitely enjoy driving it. Please keep asking your questions. I just can't see them all when I'm trying to keep my straight line here and pay attention. What is that strip of grass? It must just be something left over from where the combine went through. That it's actually winter wheat, volunteer winter wheat. So we still got a little bit of water out here on the field, but we'll watch the harrow. It'll just fill that in and dry it out. Oh, very cool, Lane. I tell you what, I want to film more 2+2 tractors. 3588 is cool. Why is a V8 so unique? Well, during the 1970s, International Harvester, Massey Ferguson, they started putting V8 engines in their tractors. Steigers, the Steigerbuilt Fords, they all had Cummins V8 engines in them. It would seem like it was a great idea at the time, but the problem was they just didn't hold up. And honestly, John Deere, by the time everybody else was getting rid of the V8 engines, that was when John Deere was just putting this tractor out. But they just don't have the reliability. When you're running thousands of hours, thousands of acres, they just didn't hold up. So today it's pretty rare to find one. So that strip of grass there, again, that's just winter wheat left over from last year. I'm not quite sure why it's like that, but it's been sprayed with herbicide. You can actually see where the sprayer tracks are. They ran 3 John Deere R4045 sprayers. So all this stuff's going to die here pretty quick. I tell you, so someone asked about a Case 4994 that's got a Saab engine. My friends, the Williams brothers that own the Big Bud 747, that's their grain cart tractor, and I really want to get that tractor filmed. That's a cool 400 horsepower case. Can you ask that question about the 6-cylinder again? It just vanished. Someone was asking about 6 cylinders. Now, a lot of these John Deere 8850s were repowered by Kinsey, and they've got they put a 6-cylinder Cummins in there. I think they use a big cam 4. How many acres does this farm? This farm runs just over 30,000 acres total per year. Yes, I have great air conditioning. I think it'd be pretty hard to be in this cab for a while without it. All right, we're gonna turn around again. Just making these big loops. So you can see the home farm right up back there. I'm running right behind it. It's nice to be able to run right here and not have to take the tractor on the road anywhere. Catch this little spot that I missed on the last turn. Yeah, 7488 International 2+2. That would be a great one to get to film. I've got a 7288 International on Big Tractor Power YouTube. Oh, that's cool that you had a 4994. That's a neat tractor. It'd be tempting to buy one of those. If I had money and buildings, I'd probably like to buy every big 4-wheel drive there was from the 80s from each brand. Hi, Mark. No garden tractors today. I will say I'm a yard farmer. I do have some garden tractors, and I like working on my lawn. You know, I haven't filmed a Massey Ferguson 135. I really need to find some more Massey Fergusons to film. Hi, Mark. Hope things are good in Las Vegas for you today. I appreciate you watching. You're always one of our super fans for Big Tractor Power. All right, I made an extra big loop that time just to get that spot that I missed. All right, we're headed back towards the farm. Alan, yes, this is my tractor. This is a 1982 John Deere 8850 with a V8 engine in it. I purchased it last fall. Do I like gas engines? Yeah, I mean, you know, they're kind of a rarity these days too. You don't see as many because if you're really farming with them, you're going to burn up a lot of fuel. Yeah, 2620 Kubota, that's cool. 37488s in Kansas. That would be a very cool farm. So you can see I'm just running over these ridges that were left by the anhydrous applicators. I'm kind of just trying to correct my line here. You can see where it just smooth out on this side. This harrow does a nice job. We're running about 5.2 miles per hour. Hello from Hudson and Clarksville. I like to get down to Hudson's and Clarksville. Good store. Hello to Greenville, South Carolina. Thanks for watching. So we got that big John Deere V8 engine just chugging along here across the field. Right up in this area ahead of me where you don't see as much volunteer wheat coming up. Back in early March, I got to run a brand new Horsch Omnis tillage tool. It's kind of like a Coulter. I shouldn't say a Coulter. It's like a chisel plow, but it works more like a moldboard plow. It's just meant to flip the soil over like a plow, but it has chisel shanks. It's not as much for breaking up compaction, but for just burying residue and incorporating things like chicken litter, fertilizer, manure, stuff like that. Hello to Ontario, Canada. Thanks for watching. Hello to Pasadena, Texas. So we got a little bit of water still standing out there, but we're kicking up dust today. Yesterday I had a great filming day. I got to film a Quad-Track 620 on a brand new 2160 early riser planter. Put that video out earlier this week, but it was so sunny I went back and filmed it again with my friend from Flight Dubs who did the drone footage on it. We got to catch up with this farm and their 4 big 60-foot wide anhydrous rigs. And we got to film the new Fendt Momentum planter yesterday too. That was pretty cool. Yeah, it's definitely purring along. Noah, yeah, it's got to be about, I didn't look at my truck before I got out, but I'm guessing it's about 80 degrees this afternoon. So I'll have lots of footage of this tractor out here in this field. Filmed it with a drone earlier, had my GoPro on it. Got some ground shots of it going back and forth. I've got another person here on Seguin, Texas. I hope I said that right, Curtis. So I'm coming up here. This is the home farm. You see me film at the big John Deere farm where my friend Matt works. The big shop's just in front of those bins. This is a 50-foot harrow. You can see it going back there. Definitely overkill. The farm will use 7 210Rs. This is a 370 horsepower tractor, but it's a beautiful day, and why not spend some time in the cab of a tractor? Hey, that's great. I was 20 minutes from you up there in Quebec. So anyways, this is where my friend Matt works at this farm that they cover about 30,000 acres. Really nice family farm. It's a large family, great people. I really appreciate them letting me run this tractor out here today. The grain bin system is 3 million bushels, and they've actually got another bin on the ground right now about ready to go up. So it'll be even more probably by winter wheat time in June. No, if you see those 3 big greenhouses there, their tobacco is planted. Those are tobacco greenhouses, but they won't start setting that until the end of April, first week of May. So I got to watch myself. There's a drainage riser here. I got to make sure I don't run over that tile thing there. What's the temperature? I'm going to guess it's about 80 degrees today. It's warm. It's definitely shorts weather. And watch our harrow here to make sure we stay out of that riser. It's a 50-foot McFarlane harrow. They're manufactured in Wisconsin. Does a great job. This farm has a whole bunch of them lined up in that big shed there. Sometime I'll ask the farm permission and see if we can't do an equipment tour of all the neat machines that are in this shed and that one over there. Yeah, air conditioning is working great. I'm very happy with it. And it's nice and cool in here, so knock on wood, everything is working great, and I want it to stay that way. What is the market to sell the grain? We have a large cooperative ethanol plant here, and then the rest of the corn goes down to Nashville, Tennessee, about an hour from here, and it becomes Jack Daniel's whiskey. I'm gonna put another headland on here. It's a little bit tight trying to turn it up here by the barn. So if you enjoy drinking Jack Daniels, the corn for it comes from Christian County, Kentucky. Corn and whiskey, that's right, Mark. So you can see over here as we go by, there's one of the farm's 9420Rs. You can see that 1775 NT planter. They run 5 of those. The 4 of them are up front, getting set up with GPS right now. Kind of see some of the semi-trucks backed in there. There's at least 3 S790 combines. The farm has 5 of them. I think I can see 3 lined up in there. I hope you can see them. You can see that Wishick disc my friend Matt just put together, sitting there. Now here's a relic. We're going to come up to you along the fence line. Here's the farm's original 24-row Kinsey planter. This is from the early 80s. Come up here. This they pulled this with a John Deere 4320 open station. They still have that 4320, but back in the 80s they would have been rolling large. This 24-row Kinsey. So there you go. One of the original Kinsey planters still sitting there. See some old pieces of the grain bin system laying back here too. I think there's some plows and stuff here as well. Oh, there's a little stream here, creek that comes through the middle of the farm. We'll run along here. I'm gonna just put on some more headlands so I got room to turn around. Please ask any questions you like. I'm just rolling along here. You can see this is not grass, it's volunteer winter wheat. This field was planted in wheat, harvested last June. Then they put a second crop of soybeans into the wheat stubble, harvest that in October. Then they run John Deere 915 V rippers to break up the compaction. Alan, so then in the spring they put on anhydrous. You can see the tracks from the anhydrous applicators. And now the next pass is this harrow, 50-foot McFarlane. I think Alan Moore asked a question, will this farm get an 8RX? I don't think so. They don't really run. They have two 45Rs that work in tobacco and run batwing mowers, and they pull these harrows, but they're more of a 9R farm. They've got three 9620Rs, a 9620RX, a Challenger MT875E, and then right now they've got five 9420Rs on 24-row John Deere 1775s. This field is going into corn. We got a little wet spot there. It'll be planted with a John Deere 1775 NT planter, 24-row. The farm has 5 of those that'll be going here this afternoon or tomorrow. I am from Western Kentucky. I'm near Hopkinsville, Kentucky today. This is the area I live in. Yeah, it's definitely nice land. You know, it yields a little bit of red clay, but you know, good year, 200 bushel corn. Last couple of years with good rain, it's been in the 220s in the area. You usually get 95-100 bushel wheat. Double crop beans, good years, probably 50-55 bushels. Great year would be 60. So just pulling the harrow along here. Have I been to Guthrie? Yes, I'm not. I'm probably 20 minutes from Guthrie right now. Hello to Sweden. Well, it's great. We got 359 people on. That's pretty cool. Really enjoy everyone watching all the videos. Just tell you, it's hard to make videos and then actually get out here and film them on the weekend. So we're getting both done at the same time today. How big is a bushel? I guess I would Google it. I mean, I always think of a bushel basket. I think I've heard that 1 bushel of corn will make 45 boxes of cornflakes. And with corn prices, you know, in that $2 to $3 range, it's kind of surprising a box of cereal at the supermarket's $3 to $4. Go to Ballard County. 56 pounds of corn make a bushel. Thank you, everybody. How big is the farm? This farm covers about 30,000 acres. Right now they're getting 11,000 of it ready for corn, and I'm just helping out today with my tractor. They're just kind of letting me play out here, just harrowing out the ground. So all this grass here has been sprayed with herbicide, and it's not grass, it's volunteer winter wheat from last year. You can see the harrow just goes over it. All I'm doing is knocking out the ridges and the tire tracks. Yes, I'm very excited on the Big Bud 747 getting new tires. But helping the Williams brothers, they're going to make a new toy of that with first gear, and I've been helping them with the box on that. And when they get that tractor home next fall, we'll definitely be filming it for Big Tractor Power. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to those new tires. Yes, this farm does burley and dark tobacco. This is not a Kinsey repower, Will. This is the original V8. That was why I got this tractor. Just I have the International 4786 V8, and it just seemed like it would be a good match. What RPMs am I running at? Let me see if I can find my RPM button. I'm running at 1620. So I'm not pushing it very hard at all today. I can bump it up, and there it's at 1700, but just taking it easy on this engine. I'm gonna, hold on, put it back on my speed. How much did the 8850 cost? This one was $26,000. I've seen the repowers all the way up to $36,000. Yeah, I have filmed a Versatile 875 on a silage blade, but I really want to get out there and see some more Versatiles. My friend Mike Less, Farmhand Mike on YouTube, very good friend of mine, got a great channel. He works a Versatile, and I always tell him I'm jealous. He gets all those Versatiles. I get to film all sorts of tractors, but the Versatile is one that I need to see more of. Well, I'm gonna get ready to sign off on here. My phone is about to run out of battery here, and we've been on for a little over 40 minutes. So I'm gonna get back to focusing on the tillage. But I really appreciate everyone. Yeah, this tractor does have all the options. It's got PTO, it's got a 3-point link, it's got quad range. I think there might have been a power shift available, but just a really nice clean tractor. Cab's in great shape. It's got everything is really nice on it. Hey, I appreciate everybody watching. I'm just enjoying some sunny 80-degree day here, working on some tillage. So yes, wash your hands. I think it's always good to wash them, but right now, just everybody stay safe and healthy, and we'll enjoy the spring and hope that our summer brings a better time for everybody. Well, thanks for checking us out. I'm going to sign off, because if I don't, my phone will do it for me. Thanks for riding along with me, and we'll have some more exciting spring videos coming out on Big Tractor Power YouTube. Thanks for watching, everybody.